Hello and welcome to this week's Baby Soul reading. So this week I have the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. So let's just see what card wants to come through, and one literally jumped out before I'd even done a proper shuffle. Really interesting and I think very relevant for many of you. So I think we just need to look at the card, which I'll put up on the screen. So it's called Birth Mysteries. What are you being called to create? So I think for at least some of you listening today, what you're being called to create will probably feel quite obvious around conception, but also around birth and beyond as well. So it feels like there's this extension of the timeline looking beyond just conception. So if you are trying to conceive, sometimes it can be scary, but also really helpful energetically to look further down the timeline. Instead of putting all of your energy and your focus on conception, can you look a little further into the future and think a little bit more about pregnancy, birth, and also holding that baby? Because when we feed the length of the timeline a little bit more, it can help to take the pressure off that one thing that we do focus on, which for most women I work with is conception, right? It's like everything goes on to that. And then there's all of this pressure and it can actually become like a bottleneck. So, and can cause delays or can cause blockages in some way. Whereas if you're able to disperse that energy a little bit further along and further down the timeline, it can actually help with the energy of conception. I know for some, especially if you've experienced loss or you're at a point where you're afraid to get your hopes up, know that it's actually a really beautiful way to honor your baby's journey by looking further ahead in their timeline, in their journey, as well as your own. It helps their energy to align with the earth as well. So yeah, can you allow yourself to lean a little more deeply into that timeline that you're wanting to bring to the earth? Thank you for tuning in today, and hopefully that resonated with some of you, and have a good week. Take care, and I will see you next week.